A lot of dead air right there. You're welcome. Welcome back, pussies and pussettes. Let's go ahead and go over the last 2 weeks, shall we? We've had a lot go on in the last 2 weeks. We've had a demolition of Keith, the downfall of Schnars, the still very much fakeness of Kyle, the potential turning of the tide for Bruner, the probable death of Brendan, the can't decide if he wants to be good or bad and Bison, the I can't tell if Andrew wants to win this whole thing or lose this whole thing, the Mikey that just kind of keeps being Mikey, and the half squat that just stays half squat. Yeah, so we've had a lot happen in the last 2 weeks, so let's take a look at it. Somehow, some way, Kyle has won 6 in a row. How unfortunate. Am I right? It's pretty wild. Obviously, last week he finally puts together this huge week where you could potentially justify his record. Does it make up for all of his bullshit wins before? No, it doesn't. He's got some guys over there, sure, whatever. Put it all together. So last week he did beat me, unfortunately, and it is what it is. What are you supposed to do? Dude scored almost 200 points, but how do you score 198 and still have one guy to go and you can't get 200? It's poor management, if you ask me. That's a bad fantasy manager. I mean, straight up. Um, yeah, we put up 160 in and out. I'll take it. Whatever. Shit happens. We'll move on. We'll regroup. I'll be back. Mikey dish out 171 ass whoopings to Bison. Huge weeks. AJ Brown, Nick Chubb, Tua Tugaluga. Huge weeks there. I mean, there were huge games all around. You had everybody over 100 points, and then there's Brendan. And Brendan, since starting 3-2, has lost 3 straight and now sits in last place. But I'll go to this real quick. Last place is 3-5. You have Brendan, you have Mikey, you have Keith, you have myself. You have 4 teams that are 3-5. You then have Bison, Schnars, Half Squat at 4-4, with Schnars being the one that gets the playoff nod right now due to the tiebreakers. And then you have Andrew Bruner at 2-3, and Kyle at 1. It's still very much anybody's game. This is pretty crazy that nobody is 2-6 at this point. Everybody's got 3 wins or better. This is a very competitive league. It's pretty cool to watch. Keith beat Andrew by 10. A little bit of a tighter matchup. Keith had help from Waddle and Hopkins, which, side note, I'm getting calls that Waddle might potentially be on the move here. Nothing confirmed, but I do know of one trade that has been offered, including multiple draft picks and players. So, league sources tell me there could be a potential blockbuster in the making. Andrew didn't get a whole lot of help from some guys. Derrick Henry helped. Tell you who didn't help: Trevor Lawrence, Hunter Renfrow. Gosh, he wins if he plays Mac Hollins over Hunter Renfrow. How boot that? Tough pill to swallow there. Hate to love to see it. Um, Next, we said Brendan was the only team not to score 100. He played half squat, at least half squat, put up a decent week. He hit 141. He had some guys pop. He had Dalvin. He had Dak. CD put up a nice game. Amari Cooper on Monday night put up a nice game. Yeah, he had a solid week. He still can't figure out what to do. I feel like this man is notorious for leaving the most points on his bench every week. It's wild to me. He leaves so many points on his bench. It's crazy. Brendan might be in fire sale mode again. It's looking rough over there. But he gets Eckler back, so we'll see. We'll see. Because if Keenan Allen doesn't play and Mike Williams out, Austin Eckler might break the receptions record for a single game. Like, he might have 20 catches in a game, honestly. That being said, somebody come get Keenan Allen, please. Lastly, Bruner and Schnars in what would have been the battle of the bitches. Bruner squeaks it out, and when I mean squeaks it out, he squeaked it out. This was the lowest scoring game of the week on what was apparently two high scoring teams. But Schnars dropping a dud here. He was projected 141 points, only put up a $111. Bruner didn't meet his total either, but he gets the win. He goes to 5-3. Bruner's trying to right all these wrongs he's had over the past seasons, where he's now the guy that Andrew was, where Andrew couldn't get in the playoffs. Now it's Bruner. Now can Bruner get this big ass gorilla off his back? We'll see. We'll see. Yeah. So that wraps up last week. So currently, as your standings are, Kyle is 1, Andrew is 2, Bruner is 3, Schnars is 4. That's how the playoffs will read as of right now, with 5 being Bison, 6 half squat, 7 myself, 8 Mikey, 9 Keith, 10 Brendan. So many points scored. Gosh, what a week. If we can get weeks like that every week, I would be so happy. I just love to see points scored. So this week, me battle the bitches. It's tough to pick a battle of bitches now. A lot of good teams out there. A lot of good teams. Let's go battle the bitches / game of the week. Kyle Bison. Yeah, I like that. We'll do the little 2-for-1er right there. 2-for-1 action. They have it as a 50-50 game right now. And they have Bison projected to win by 0.31. And as it sits, it looks Kyle is starting Elijah Moore. It really is a rough week. And just know, he asked for receivers, right? And talking about, just give me receivers, I'm vulnerable, whatever. I send this man a trade and he declines it, so clearly he doesn't need receivers that bad. He'll just take the goose egg with Elijah Moore, I guess. Whatever, dude. Bison's falling apart. I can see Bison is falling apart. Stephon Diggs and Jalen Hurts can only keep this man floating for so long. His time is running out. Next, we have myself versus Bruner. I'm going to win. Next, we got Keith and Schnars. Schnars getting just a huge projection. Do your projections always look like this? God damn. 143 points? How do you get projected like that? All right, whatever. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Keith's playing Tom Brady, not ideal. But I guess who else is he going to play? God, your QBs blow. My God. running backs blow too. Everything blows. Give me Jalen Waddle. Half squat and Mikey. Somebody's got to win, right? Somebody's got to win. You sure you want to start Kirk Cousins, though? It's Taylor Heineke revenge week. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I get that it's a 1 o'clock game, so 1 o'clock Kirk Cousins gets to come out. But, man, it almost feels like, those games where Kirk Cousins got to step up to the bright lights, the big stages, he kind of just crumbles. And this is his first time back in Washington, so enjoy, I guess. Yeah. Mikey gets some guys back this week. He had a rough bye week to cover last week and puts up a big week. Can he do it again with no Nick Chubb? No Najee Harris, even though Najee Harris has basically been nothing all year. Can he get some production out of some guys? We'll see. He's got. I don't know how you didn't play Foreman last week, and you'd have put up 200. You would have had the highest scoring week if you played Foreman. But it is what it is. And then we have Andrew and Brendan. Both of them got to have this game. Andrew's got to win this because his team's starting to look a little fake. And then Brendan needs this to stay alive. But you're not dead if you lose this week. If one of these 3 and 5, if one of these Keith, Brendan, myself, Mikey, if one of us lose, we're still not dead. Like, it's so crazy to me that we are in week 9 and no one's dead yet. Everybody's got 3 or more wins. Nobody's got more than 6. And that's one person. So you take that one person away, nobody's got more than 5. It's crazy how wide open this league is right now. So that'll wrap it up. I hate all of you. I hope that if anybody has players tonight, I hope they all do shitty except for Dallas Goedert. And, yeah. Have a good day.